I keep returning to StarCraft 2 because I like the co-op, but it doesn't have as much depth as I would want it to have. And then I look at something that they did with like, you know, a mengsk in co-op, that his workers are different, his special units are different, that he's basically much more different than any other Terran. Other Terrans just have some units and they don't have other units, but Mengsk is like completely different from them, but still Terran. But he's like the Dominion Terran. I would want them to make other factions be like that in StarCraft 3, if they ever make a StarCraft 3, and actually to flesh out the co-op more. Because sometimes when I play co-op, I wish that the match would be longer when I play some commanders, because by the time that I get my good shit ready, there's the mission
decided.
and... Huh?
It's already decided.
Yeah, the mission end is in sight, pretty much.
It's either you die or you win.
Yeah. And
Because Kerrigan is over there with like 400 mastery killing shit.
Yeah.
And I would also want them to make more unique scenarios and not just copy-paste maps with like objectives that you have to take on and that start within a certain time, but like more campaign-like co-op. You know, one thing that I can really appreciate in an RTS game is if it has a single-player campaign and a co-op campaign. You know, both of these. But if both can be played in both single and co-op. Because inevitably, if I play single player and I'm gonna enjoy it, and then I play co-op and it's gonna be different from single player, and I'll enjoy it too, I'll want to play both alone and then with other players, you know? If you get what I mean. It's like, play the hell out of them because they're so enjoyable. And so, in like StarCraft 3, if there is one, I could see myself playing like longer scenarios, which have like several missions, and if the other player agrees after you finish a match that you go on to the next one, you play through like a series of encounters and that they could vary and depend on the commanders you'll be playing. Like, for example, I play with a Kerrigan and I'm a Mengsk, so there's gonna be a pool of missions that it can pick from, where the Kerrigan missions will be like, I don't know, defending Kerrigan on Char, sorry, not Char, the ancient Zerg planet, and then she'll be helping me defend Augustgrad from... another thing, you know, that's the basic idea I have for the missions of StarCraft 3, but the other thing is, I would want them to go away from Amon. It's like, I get the Amon. Amon is like the main reason and the main excuse for them to put all three factions together, you know? So that it's variable, it's varied, it's not the same. But I would want them to use other incentives for you to fight and other enemies which have their own reasons to fight you. You know what I mean?
I wonder why you're orange and I'm green this time.
I don't know, but I'm blue, so that's the same.
You're under arrest.
Nope. Can't stop, won't stop. So what do you think of that idea?
Sounds like a plan.
I mean, like it's okay scenario.
I wish they
you
would have a unique storyline instead of just all this big bad
Yeah.
guy.
I mean, it's a good base framework, you know? The co-op missions are great, even though they're like a, not secondary, but tertiary, you know, play mode. But it's not the best it could be for StarCraft. StarCraft really shines when they give you story content that they handcrafted and put attention into.
and you have like progression, like on the
Yes.
through that.
And in here you do have progression, but it's very shallow. It's like, once you level up a commander to 15, there isn't much to do.
Left side, right?
Yeah, activate... No, hold on. I would vote for activating of left side. Can we
Yeah, I
all
would
choose?
too.
Yeah.
Oh no, we can't. Only one player does.
Sell me.
Fight them before the turrets expire. By the way, here they are hostile, but in the story, the left side guns are friendly once you activate them. Like the right side guns are.
Raiders roll.
So, you know, I wish there would be just more, but
Sounds like a plan.
that's for a different game, because
These creatures,
to me, it would seem that they already left StarCraft 2B with the Nova mission package, because I played through the Nova mission package. To be honest with you, I spent the last 7 days or so playing StarCraft only, and I zoomed through all 3 campaigns plus the Nova one. And at the end of the Nova campaign, unlike in the other campaigns, the credits say, "We thank you for joining us on StarCraft 2, it's been a good ride." And like that's it. No mention of see you another time or whatever, they just say thanks. So it's like a little suspicious, also considering that that was around the time that Activision influence started getting stronger. Attack the holding pen with Marauders, it's armored. No, just attack. We attack everything else, and whoever has Marauders attacks the pen. Ooh. Okay, I'm losing Marines.
What's up?
Damn it.
It will be very interesting if there are more stuff to do. Maybe.
Kill it. Broodlings will come out, watch out. There they are.
You know what I want, yeah?
Huh?
You know what I want with campaigns from like StarCraft?
What?
Remember, like, I wish there wasn't a clear right or wrong, and I wish there's multiple factions you could play as.
Yeah, oh.
Like the old Dawn of War.
Oh, it's just like you can choose sides. You can be evil, you can be
multiple
good.
factions. There might be clear objectives, but like it could be fought over and like undecided depending on.
You mean something like Red Alert 3, where there's a set number of events that happen, but they finish differently based on what side you're playing?
Yeah. And just actions in general.
I kind of like that, because...
If you played Dawn of War, their campaigns were very, like, I mean...
Is it the one where you can play as literally everyone? Chaos Marines, the, I forget what they are, but...
I mean, depending on the DLC, it wasn't really fleshed out, and, like, there wasn't much content or details other than the fact you could play any faction, and there's some quotation marks side stuff that you could do. But like nowadays campaigning of that shit, I feel like we'll do so much more.
Okay, I'm currently playing with just Raynor. Everyone else of mine died. Lol.
I mean, have you tried the Dying Light out at least? The story-wise, you can choose, you can kill stuff, you can...
Before we choose, I picked 5 Ultralisks and it was a grave mistake. Picking Zealots is better. Picking Zerglings is like there will be the. I think. How about we try Zerglings? I picked Zealots and it was also pretty meh. About 8 Zealots survived. So, which one did we get? Zerglings. Nice. Hold up.
I mean, well, we saw stuff they're dying.
Okay, gotta help him a little. Do it like that and back off. There we go.
We gotta help the Zerglings.
No, they're fine. One grenade was enough, and they pushed through. Yeah, this was the best choice. By the way, yeah, see the relic? I didn't the first time. I had to replay the mission.
Raiders roll.
Which are raised. So basically, you want a scenario where you are able to choose good side, bad side, like.
I wish the multiple factions. Like, I wish Zerg wasn't that much of a threat, and like it was seen more modestly, like it was,
like a zombie survival.
I just wish like a bunch of all the factions have valid reasoning.
Well,
and like I don't know that like there was no clear answer. You just pick the site that you believe or want to play in, and then you play out a campaign, and depending on the decisions, stuff happens. But there's always other.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like, when we look at, for example, Wings of Liberty, you would want not only Raynor's Raiders to be playable, but also the Amon and Overmind controlled, Amon controlled Kerrigan and the Swarm at that point, and also...
I would want, that too. I would also want Mengsk. I would also want the...
Yeah, I couldn't think of the other participants, so... But the Protoss don't really do much during Wings of Liberty.
Yeah, but like...
For example, I get it. It's like you want to name everyone who's involved. Hey, come... Oh, never mind. Whoops. Oh, by the way, there's a gun here.
I don't know. I played through all of the old Warhammer Dawn of War campaigns. Like all of them. I went through each DLC in order. And I don't know, dude, it's so fun, dude. I love the layout of the maps. It doesn't have that much content because how old the game is.
Yeah.
Ah,
I haven't used any of my abilities, by the way.
Go back up, by the way.
Whoop!
Oh, I'm trying to.
Whoop-pow! It does more than 150 damage, I think.
Back off, yay.
Oh, then don't block me. I try to click up and it forced me forward.
It's gonna be difficult. I think.
Hey, this will be activating the weapons platform, the Ares bot that Swan has. Except it's a huge one.
I think better with the anti-armor.
Nope. All-purpose
No.
cannons are better. Anti-armor does nothing to infantry, and the flamethrower does.
Oh, it's Reese.
Yeah, it's controllable. Move it
I
forward.
control it.
Reese.
Move it forward. We need to kill the siege tanks with it. They'll deploy.
Yeah, your hero.
I know, but go forward. Who's back? Reese, forward with your other units too. We have to support it. Otherwise we get fucked. See? We lost the medic, but 2 is still okay. There's grenades.
Sounds like a plan. Raiders roll.
Alright, hold up. No. Ah. Whatever.
Count on me.
We can, you know, they're positioned near the explosive barrels because, as it so happens, they can be blown up.
Nice damage, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like a plan.
oh, that was almost.
Oh, ooh.
This is the problem. This is the part where I reloaded many times.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh shit, we lost the only medic. We need to take down the 4 fast because it does 90
Plant
damage.
breeding.
You can count on me.
Okay, can
Oh.
someone with a shield go first? How many charges on equipment do you have?
Sounds like a plan.
Ah, whatever. Blast it.
Count on me. Raiders roll.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we need to support the mech. That's the only thing. So anyway, I you know, like, I wish they would put more effort now that they know people would be interested in playing co-op and the PvE experience more, because they can make a compelling story. I don't know how is StarCraft team doing now, post Activision, but I would wish they would just put in more into the co-op. How's your time?
Wait, let's see. Let's see.
Well,
No, I guess we're not gonna wait. Check
Huh?
out. Nothing.
say again?
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I just want like a more fleshed out and like up to date Dawn of War campaign, dude. Because that shit was so fun. It was old as fuck too.
Hmm.
I mean, the problem with it, which I could tell the problem, which was like basically it didn't have enough content and it got really repetitive.
But that must be a cover for the Dominion's bio.
So like there wasn't any unique stuff. There was like side passives, you could say, like, oh, I start out with 100 more resources, blah blah blah. But every match was the same. You know, I go into a 1v1 or like a map,
but they did contain some of the
RTS
facility
map,
security codes,
and then I
so
fight,
may be
you
able
know,
to hack into their systems.
and I have the same units. You know, I didn't unlock
Sounds
anything
fun.
new.
Well, long as we're here.
And I just
We may as
capture
well take a
territory
look.
and then place like garrisons in different ones.
Hmm.
So like there wasn't any like progression
parts of
or
the facility
new
seem to
units
be
or
There wasn't enough depth.
Our
there
signals are
wasn't that
breaking
much
up
story
left and
driven
right.
either. At least in some of them, there was some that had the story driven, which were pretty cool.
Careful's my middle name.
Like there's one that where the story
Thought it
was
was
basically there
Eugene.
was a sleeping titan on like one of these planets,
Shut it,
and
man.
people were fighting over control
All right,
of it.
boys.
And each
Stay
race that you picked had a different outcome. But it was close. Some of them were close to the same, but then you played orcs, and they
What's
just
the
fucking
plan?
they
What's up?
fucking took it and made it
Sorry, I'm back.
into a
Count
mega.
on me.
I forget what they call it. Fucking
Sounds
mega
like a
orc thing,
plan.
and like blew up the fucking planet, dude. It was hilarious.
Hmm.
Nothing a little breach.
Oh, shit.
But
That's great to know.
As in you'll be AFK for 25 minutes, or
No. I will
you
be
got
back
25 minutes? All right.
I got 25 minutes.
Because I was contemplating whether I wanna restart the recording or not, but it's okay.
You can
now
also
that we
cut it off.
I don't edit, so no. Escape.
ready?
We got a reception committee.
Or
I
never
think
mind,
it's
we
better
can't
to
escape
trigger
this.
the right side, so it
Activate
does more
those gun
resource.
turrets.
No,
and
just
you must
left.
I mean,
Firebats.
yeah, I say left because firebats are more,
Yeah, but
Firebats are
Firebats-
tankier. And
and they also do more damage if you let them
and if the
go.
turrets
Well,
occupy
we
them,
got half the
then
guns. Should take some of them out at
you
least.
know.
Sounds like a plan.
I mean, they also occupy the right side, but the left side is closer to us and could be more problematic.
I mean, the only reason I'll do the right side is because maybe it actually kills
What's up?
Yeah, the
You
Marines.
can count on me.
Marines, but like, I don't
But
know.
I don't think it would pull all the firebats then, and they would aggro onto us.
Raiders roll.
Escape.
Creatures, they ain't like any Zerg I've ever seen. You can count on
Oh,
me.
go to swine.
Sounds like a plan.
Hit
does
the
it,
pen. Hit
does
the
it
pen.
They're coming from the holding.
The breach in here.
Destroy
Hello.
it, boys. We got a
Henry,
lock
what are
on
you doing?
I'm trying to put the thing over here.
What thing? Oh, you can put a breaching charge on it?
What's up?
Yeah, but I fucked up already.
Oh.
You can count on me.
You can put the breaching charge there before the spawn, but I guess I'm too late.
Hmm.
My-
I didn't
sure?
know that.
Yeah.
Alright, well, join the game. This is gonna be more theoretical mission. The value's not gonna be in gameplay.
It's a retry.
Okay, well, anyway, it's like... I think the RTS is not dead, even though some people that I talked to said that there's a way smaller audience for an RTS than there is for like a free-to-play online shooter or battle royale. And if they would put more attention into it, because they couldn't have known co-op would be so successful, so enjoyable.
COD?
What's up?
Co-op.
Sounds like a
Co-op,
plan.
yeah.
I was about to say.
Surprise.
I mean,
Door sealed.
recent
Yeah, but
entries into COD seem to be quite enjoyable as well for people, but I just don't want to give up on RTS just because companies refuse to make more RTS games. Because RTS is amazing. There's a lot of fun to be had. You know?
I mean, what I think
think
is
Looks
there are
like we got a
indeed more
reception
like
committee
people
waiting for us.
that prefers. I mean, there
Activate
are a lot
those
of people
gun
that likes
turrets
to
and give
play
'em a
free-to-play
surprise.
game shooter,
That likes to
but
play
they're
what?
like
Decrypting security
free-to-play
overrides.
shooters.
System control
Yeah,
established.
well,
I think the
Well, we got
shooter
half the
market's
guns.
way too flushed out. The only thing that's missing right now is the MMO,
Sounds like a plan.
is what?
like a shooter MMO,
Yeah, like the Ghost
like
that...
Destiny or
Damn it, ouch.
Warframe. Like
What's the
Destiny
plan?
was the closest
Time
to it,
man up.
and then
Was
Division,
it?
I guess.
I think Destiny
Yeah.
sucked major ass.
They fucked up with Destiny.
These creatures.
Yeah, they
Escape.
fucked up, but like it was also the closest because there's literally nothing else.
Escape. For me, there was
Divi-
nothing close to being enjoyable.
Raiders roll.
I put it down, back off.
Me too.
Nice, double blow.
Destroy it, boys. We gotta block 'em out. Sounds like a plan. Break it down.
The only other game that was a, I guess you could consider shooter,
Time to man up.
MMO
What's
was
up?
Division, if you remember that game.
Was it?
I mean,
Yeah.
What about Warframe? You forgot about that?
Warframe
Talk
is
to
not even a shooter.
Raiders
It's,
roll. What's the plan?
it's more hack and
it-
slash.
it's a collection.
You can
It's-
shoot in PvP, but nobody plays PvP.
Okay. It's closer to Animal
Break
Crossing
it down.
than it is to any other game.
Well,
You
yeah,
literally
it's
just
a game where you
collect
just waste time doing shit.
Sounds like
Yeah,
But
wait,
the shit is
collecting
just
shit.
very repetitive. But that's where they, in my opinion, kind of
Talk to me.
overdone themselves, or outdone themselves, not overdone. It's like cooking, nice, because they managed to take something they knew would happen, that the game would get boring, and they worked around with that. It's like it's gonna get boring.
Yeah,
So
I'm not. I mean, I'm not saying.
I know,
it's a bad thing.
that's not
played
the
it
argument.
myself.
I know. I'm just trying to get to. I think that, you know, like, for you it was Destiny, but for me there was nothing that made me click when I played Destiny and think this is a great MMO shooter game.
I mean,
Sounds like a plan.
like the MMO
Looks like
part,
we got a few options.
I didn't really care.
Time to man up.
Honestly, like the story and everything else.
Back off, back off. The turrets will refocus. Okay. Now
The
we
turrets,
can,
by the way.
yeah, kill the turrets. Okay, this is good. Nice. So the 70 Zerglings are like the optimal choice. Great.
Yeah, if you-
Raiders roll. What's up?
Alright, escape
I
again.
mean, I didn't enjoy
It's
the
like the same
Destiny
creature was mutated and cloned over
for
and over.
the MMO portions. I enjoyed
Got
it
any
for the
additional
story.
info?
Yeah.
Press escape.
Stedman's been running some tests, sir.
Nice.
But I actually reread the like
Gotta blow this
like
place sky
gameplay of
high.
Destiny for
No
reason.
way we can just leave it standing.
It was,
okay.
it was
it's
like,
like you have a-
strong
It was solid.
close to
That's
you.
it.
You have like
Must be a
special
large
ammo,
fusion
okay.
reactor
You have
somewhere in
not
the
special
facility.
ammo,
What's-
why?
Oh, wait, no, man.
Then you have like normal ammo.
We'll find the reactor, destroy it.
for me,
then
the
we're out.
problem was that it was primarily made for consoles and not for PC, so the... So you could feel it was made for a console. You had, what, 2 abilities and 2 other ammo types? So that you would be incentivized to use those 2 guns only ever so often, so you wouldn't have to switch often. Because for someone with a controller playing on a console, what's the biggest problem? Well, probably switching some sort of button to switch weapons or stuff like that. I would imagine. Rip Marine.
Yeah, but like in a shooter market, what else is there right now?
Well,
Other
you
than,
got
like-
Call of Duty Warzone. You also got...
No, I meant like MMO shooter.
The
'cause I feel like
Vision, for
everything else is flushed out.
MMO shooter isn't really a thing yet. Why do you
I
get the
know,
bot
but-
again?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll
Please
move it
push.
forward and join behind it, not in front, behind it. There we go. Oh,
Target tank, by the way.
Alright, too.
there we go. This
Okay,
went better.
move it.
Grab the grenades and melt the 4. Shoot it with a plasma gun. Nice.
Wow, that actually one-shot it. What the fuck?
Yeah, it does more than
No,
150.
I shot one also, Reese.
Sounds like a plan.
But it does more than 150, I think. Hey, plasma ammo. Oh, whoops.
Count on me.
Get it, and then stare at the computer
Raiders
terminal.
roll.
What about this,
Gas. Oh wait, no,
Hey,
this.
Matt,
Uh,
could use some reinforcements down
I
Can we
think
go back
They got
and get
something
the thing
big in the
first?
next room, and I
Sure.
don't think it's friendly.
3... No, 8... No, what? Who picked?
No, you can go back.
Oh,
Press
nobody. No, this is not back. This is into side objective.
Is there anything here?
No, oh no, this is where
No,
we'll get the reinforcements.
The reinforcement.
I would pick 8 Marines, just because we have 3 medics
Okay.
You read me, Matt?
already, you know.
I could use some
Actually, my routers would be really
reinforcements
good. Because they're
down here. They got
tanky.
something big in the next room, and I
But
don't
they're
think
also
it's
big,
friendly.
well...
You got it, sir.
But they don't have
I only
stim
have one
pack
drop
or the
ship
experimental energy
What do you
weapon.
I guess.
Yeah?
Sure.
Eh?
Marine.
We don't all
But-
have the kinetic foam,
Yes, sir.
so...
Your
I think
reinforcements
Marines
I
are the
do,
most...
Reese do.
No, I don't.
Wait, what do I
I also don't have the energy shield for everyone, so... Reese doesn't either.
What's up?
So like, we benefit the most...
Break
Wait,
it down.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
okay. Nice beneficial.
Yeah.
Beneficial.
Oh
Talk to
yeah,
Yeah.
Sell me.
it
So
is.
Reese don't have plasma gun, by the way. Don't have personal armor.
What's
Yeah.
the plan?
have
I do
like
neither.
experimental- I have like experimental.
But I mean,
I do, I have
I
experiment.
got the energy thing.
Talk to me.
Okay.
What's the
Throw
plan?
a grenade.
Plasma gun?
These turrets have less health. Throw an aid.
Sounds like a plan. What's the
There
plan?
we go.
Top man up. Raiders roll.
Get him.
Count
Okay.
on me.
Hold on. No. Whatever.
Sounds like a
Okay,
plan.
kill him. They could have helped us because this
What's up?
brutalisk will release when we get to the terminal up here. We didn't have to kill
Let's
everything.
not kill them.
Top man up.
New grenade. Oh, never mind. All right. Pick the plasma ammo. And now for my next trick.
Sounds
By
like
the
a
way,
plan.
wait.
Should
No.
we should we release?
Yeah.
Raiders
Exit.
roll.
Re-enter. And then release.
No?
Brutalisk, release. And blast it with the plasma gun if it goes towards us first. It's
Oh,
not.
nice.
Oh, okay, blast it. Blast it again. And again. There we go.
Count on me.
Nice. By the way, it
I
does,
think
we should have killed the
could've-
researchers.
Yeah, we could have killed the
You can
scientist.
count on me.
Yeah.
What do you mean? The units? Well,
No, the
when I...
scientist lured towards us. He lures towards us.
Oh. Oh. When I played single player, There were no... The scientists didn't lure him toward me, and the Brutalisk first went there to kill the ghost, and...
Count on me.
I think there was only a Marine initially, but...
Raiders
In the
roll.
single player, but whatever.
Sounds like a
Oh
plan.
well.
What's the plan?
Who's gonna blow it? Okay.
Time to man up.
Imagine
Just blow
like
it.
A co-op campaign.
We need a blowing volunteer! Okay, ouch.
Blow.
Mm.
Count on me. Sounds
Wait, did
like a
it?
plan.
Oh,
Died apparently.
I
a
grenaded...
hybrid.
I grenaded the thing, so...
What's up?
So, you know,
Like a plan.
I wish they would have done more for
Talk to me.
the co-op,
Raiders roll.
I
but...
know. No game is for recent like perfect.
I know,
Like,
but I don't think I'm asking
doesn't
for
contain
much. It's just no one in the gaming world, in the big company world, is interested in making an RTS.
True.
They
I
just
mean,
want to make
is it-
easy
is it-
games with a
Is
large
Age of Empires coming
audience that can pay a lot. Kids, so
I don't
Is
think
it
that
Age of
this.
Empires coming out?
I
Age of
don't think
Empires.
that this
There's
co-op-
gonna be only remasters. They're remastering Age of Empires 3.
Am I seeing this right?
Oh, is that what
I mean-
this, they're remastering? Okay.
In these smaller companies, there are some, I guess, great.
It's like
RTS.
indies and whatever.
Get out of here
It's
right
not
now.
the type of RTS I'd want to play. StarCraft is
Warhammer.
great because there's few resource types that you have to manage. By the way, we have to run
All right, that's it. We're leaving.
this
We're
way.
running.
Sounds like a plan. Sir, you'll have to be careful.
Like
Signal's
Total
warping,
War,
but
you
that
wouldn't
critter's
want.
breaking the place apart.
Nah, Total War isn't mine either. It's like StarCraft, Warcraft. StarCraft more so than Warcraft because Warcraft gets tedious with how much health everything has. With StarCraft, missions progress faster and it's overall more enjoyable, in my opinion. By the way, we don't have to fight all of them, but you know, it's like, whatever.
We have medics.
I don't know. You know. I didn't have any when I played single player because in single player you don't have free heroes, and so it gets really difficult to try and kill the Brutalisk before it murders the
Wait,
hell out
can
of your
can we
units.
hurt ourselves using this?
Can we what?
No, it's only enemies.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't
only
lower
enemies.
our-
Actually, no. It says anything this time. You have to read.
Raiders roll.
It says anything, but it doesn't trap your own units.
Time to man up.
It says
It
anything
doesn't
in
slow
the single
bullets.
too. So anyway,
Like a plan.
Let's
Bring
do
it
it.
down.
no, slow it.
Sir,
It can
if
be
I'm reading
damaged.
this right, that
And
hybrid
run.
is
Oh.
virtually
Easy.
indestructible. Don't try and
Nice,
fight it.
indestructible.
Just get out of there.
Yeah.
Virtually means it's still destructible.
Hey
You just need to
guys,
go to the computer.
Keep moving.
over
Go,
here.
go. The hybrid is on the
We
move.
actually have to keep moving.
Time to man up. Raiders roll.
Bane,
Nice,
Bane.
nice.
Time to man up. You can count on me.
Hey, it's still slow.
What's
Oh, it's
up?
really slow.
Sounds
Nice.
like a plan.
Activate
Really
it.
slow.
Activate it.
Another warbot. Adjutant.
Activate.
Send it after the hybrid to buy us some time.
Okay,
This one's
forward.
bad.
Let's move.
So, you know, like StarCraft is great. It's just I wish it was more unique.
Give him some pep.
You know, like with the Dominion and whatever. I don't think they should retcon StarCraft 2. That would be stupid. But fleshing it out, saying that post the Second Great War, the Dominion abandoned what others used, you know, like SCVs, and instead
Hell, that warbot.
did
Like a plan.
oh shit, and instead did the Dominion Laborer because it was cheaper and they had many convicts after the Second War. Then I think that would work.
I mean, I wish that they add like way more. I'll do it.
Investor,
Nice. They can block you, by the way.
but they can also block him. So forward, don't stop moving.
Raiders roll.
What the fuck? Help!
Quicker, forehead.
Kill the creep. The hybrid will be sped up on it.
Count on me. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, destroy this down here. There's a bonus. Oh, there's a Chrono Rift ammo. Get it, get it, get it.
Time to man up. Raiders roll.
Did you get it? Nice. And now...
Our allies
Okay,
are
well-
being attacked.
What the fuck? It
Yeah.
fucking fungal growth me.
Did you get blocked?
What's the plan?
Now we can further down.
Ouch. Hey guys.
More like you, more like you could block. Okay, Chrono Rift. Oh, actually don't. Actually, or walk around.
If you
Oh.
can Chrono Rift, I can catch up with you. I have Chrono Rift
No,
myself.
we're gonna spin around like zombies.
Ring
Yeah.
around the Rosie.
I ran out of ammo though.
Da-da-da-da,
Yeah, some over there.
da-da-da-da.
Yay, Chrono
Count
Rift.
on me.
And poof.
Raiders
go.
roll.
Yay! So, you know,
See if we can get the DLCs.
it's just
But I
something
wish
that
they
I-
added more aspects.
it's just something that I've been thinking about when I was trying to, you know, like just lay down for the past 3 hours and not fall asleep.
Sir, I lost the hybrid signal.
Right when I
It
use the
seemed to just
charge,
disappear.
they all hatch into, I think roach. Oh, pigalisks. Yeah, that one.
Talk to me.
Hi guys.
You can count on me.
It's like it's like a Zergling with AOE attack. It was presumably made by Dominion scientists.
It slows allies by the way, but not yourself.
La 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 la.
Sounds like a
Good
plan.
job.
That's how it works in single. It doesn't slow you
Raiders roll.
or anything you own, but because there's more of us, you know, it doesn't work as it should.
You can count on
Oh,
me.
he disappeared. Let's chill out.
Like a plan.
Yeah, he's gonna show up now,
Yeah,
I
no, let's
think.
just sit here. Let's sit here.
No.
Oh, fuck.
I said now he'll appear.
Nice, 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 nice.
Yeah. Ow,
Pretty good,
Banes. Forward. Don't stop. They're gonna hatch and attack him, maybe.
Don't stop.
No evac. Screw you. Can he actually throw? Oh, there's there's a casting animation. I didn't think there would be. Oh well. Yay, we made it out.
I wish actually that they have
Oh,
indeed
destroys
way more
it.
depth.
Time
Yeah.
we're leaving. Lift
He
off.
probably died.
That's basically what I tried to say as well. And I tried to give ideas how it could be done or what I expect when it comes to
Don't
depth.
shoot us down.
I mean, like, the first option is like you can either choose like help Zerg or help, like, you know, choose race like a Dominion race.
What was
Merc
your
race.
situation that you said earlier?
Huh?
What? Oh, they went behind their ways, whatever.
What?
You gave a scenario earlier for the newer StarCraft.
Yeah, for example, in the PvE, I'd wanted to, instead of being singular missions, be a set of missions or like set of scenarios which would be picked from a pool of things that commander you play and a commander the other player plays are like put together. So like one mission would be from a pool of his, one mission from a pool of yours, and then it would just be
No,
put
you
together
said, like-
into a... What?
You said like a scenario, like Dominion went against their ways. You said like Hunchy's year or
I
forget what
can't
you said.
understand what you're saying. Say again.
Can't be
you said
everywhere
you
at
were
once.
talking about not the way the gameplay goes, but like the story scenario.
Home, sweet.
You said when
Well, then I
they-
wish they would polish it somewhat more. You know, like.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say like, I don't know what you said, but based off what you said, I was gonna say like instead of that they should do like a year jump.
These guys are new.
You
Seems
know what I
they
mean?
didn't
Like
appreciate basketball.
Still some cleaning.
in
No,
the
I don't.
future, you know, old Raynor,
Welcome,
gray
Commander.
hairs, you know.
Time for a bold.
Oh, and then there's like a
unstoppable
follower for Raynor, like his inheritor.
No, but cause I feel like they need to flush out all this like old shit
Yeah,
and like add new shit to like as a baseline.
I mean they can actually like
Well,
They
the
could,
new-
yeah, but like
the new StarCraft 3 can be like I don't know, like Zergs, like I don't know,
40
Zerg
years later.
Protoss and
I
Terran
think-
work together to destroy something else.
I think I recall what you said when you or what you meant when you said I said something earlier, some scenario. So what I want to see in the story would be them fleshing out each of the factions. So you're like, the only one who remains at SCVs is like Raynor's Raiders or whatever you want to call them, because they need the workers in a suit because they sometimes go to planets which are not exactly life friendly with lava, etc. And there's planets with like creep. So to flesh it out, SCVs hover above ground so they do not get slowed by creep, but for example Dominion laborers do get slowed, but Dominion laborers are slower but also lighter, so they're faster. The SCVs would have more health, you know, like flesh it out more. Zagara's swarm, for example, isn't Kerrigan's swarm anymore, and Zagara favors numbers quite a lot. Kerrigan does too, but Kerrigan valued good, strong units. So Zagara would, for example, like dumb down some of the cheaper units, but make them more efficient. So, for example, instead of getting 2 Zerglings, you get like 4, but they have less health. The drones morph in pairs of 2, like usual, but they have less health. You know, like make it more unique, because, as I said, much like in co-op, so it goes in the single player, where each of the factions is not that unique from another. They're just missing some units or missing some buildings, you know? And you then... It seems cool when you don't play the commander that's not you, but then you play it and you find out there's really not that much to it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Reese, how much time do you have? Reese? Ah, nice, I'm talking to myself.
Sorry, I had to be over here real quick.
Okay, well, I'm talking to myself. Anyway.
Unfortunate.